In his announcement of Chicago School Superintendent Arne Duncan as his new Secretary of Education, Barack Obama said that Washington is stuck in the same tired debates that have left schools and parents to fend for themselves. He identified one of the supposedly tired debates as vouchers against the status quo. The new president, however, should take a look at Sweden, where parties of the left, center, and right all support the country's universal voucher program, which has effectively defeated the status quo.
It's very simple. It says that the public is paying, but we open up the possibility for others than the local community to run schools.
To simplify it, we implemented competition in education.
In the U.S., reformers of different political stripes have called for education funding, such as federal dollars for disadvantaged students, to follow the child to whichever public school the child attends, rather than simply sending money directly to states or school districts. Why not let that money follow a child to a private school? Sweden is doing just that.
Anybody can use their voucher to choose any school.
Because of financial limitations, most American parents send their children to their local public school, regardless of whether or not that school meets their children's needs.
Education is so important that you cannot actually leave it to just one producer, because we know from all monopolies that monopoly systems do not fulfill all wishes.
With funding attached to their children, Swedish parents can choose between public schools and a range of private schools that span the spectrum of educational philosophies. For instance, the private independent International English School not only emphasizes the teaching of English, it also stresses high expectations, a tough love style of instruction, and constant assessment of student knowledge and skills.
The students perform very well here. We are the highest achieving school in this region of Sweden.
The school has a diverse student body, which isn't surprising since Sweden has roughly the same proportion of immigrants as the United States. In contrast to the International English School's disciplined atmosphere, the Via Emilia School in Stockholm has a more relaxed approach.
Children must be able to take the time they need to figure it out on their own. It's not a matter of how strict you are or if you are trying to force knowledge into them. Knowledge has to come from within a child.
Because the new private schools have been able to meet the needs of children and parents, there is widespread support for the voucher program.
As a mentor to 16 individual students, I know that their parents are very grateful to have the opportunity to send their kids here and to receive the quality of education that they're getting. And would it be the same if they had to pay for it? Probably not.
And I have friends that live in New York and they pay so much money to go to school. Like, why do you, or go to preschool? Why don't you just go to a school? I think it's crazy. I think it's really crazy.
Back in the United States, Barack Obama wants to focus on reforming the public school system. But lots of well-intentioned people have been trying to do that for a long time, and too many public schools continue to produce students not proficient in reading or math. With no escape ticket, such as the voucher, these students remain trapped in failing schools, and that's a waste of lives.
Kids should never ever have to stay in a school if the school is lousy. The right of the kid is to get a good education. If the public sector cannot offer it, he or she should have a right to go somewhere else.
New York City spends more than $13,000 per student. If some or all of that money follow the student to a public or private school chosen by parents, that would, as President Obama might say, give hope a chance for all of America's children.